My name's Fausto. It's really nice to see everybody here. I wish the circumstances were different, but I was talking to Patty a little while ago, and kind of like to piggyback on what Marco said. I came to the conclusion that my parents live in here. I don't go to the cemetery to visit their graves. It's kind of the same thing. Greg lives in here. Greg can't really die. I miss his presence here, his physical presence here, but I'm happy for him because I know what he knew, and I know that he's not suffering, and I know he's with the Lord. And not during the time when he was sick or anything, but just before, just sitting and talking, I knew that he was tired of this world. You know, when you know the Lord, nothing here works for you. We're kind of here and we do the best we can, but he was tired of this world, and I think he was tired of something. And I'm overjoyed that he's resting, even though I miss his presence. I met Greg shortly before COVID. And for those of you that know me, I lived really, really close by. Everything was closed, and Greg was here every day, and so was I when everything was closed. And I was talking to Rick's wife last night, and she kind of related to me that Rick would get home and say, yeah, I didn't get any work done today at the church because Greg and Fausto were in my house. We would sit in there and talk, and it's funny that people mention pulling weeds. I feel like God's given us all this beautiful garden, and Greg taught me how to pull the weeds out of my garden. I learned so much from him, and I'm so grateful that God put him in my life at the exact moment that he did. He's a huge part of my spiritual, physical, emotional healing, just everything. I recognize that he's somebody that God put there. And it's mutual. When God's in the middle of something, relationships are usually very reciprocal. And like I said, I miss him, and he's so much a part of my walk with God, so much a part of my recovery. It's like, I feel like when I got here, that's the person that God put next to me to hold hands and walk with. And yeah, I just remember sitting in Rick's office, and I remember all the pastor jokes and the dad jokes, and then the other ones that I can't repeat. I can be a little rough and a little inappropriate myself. It's just, I think I'm very grateful that him and I had the understanding that we did, and I'm very grateful that God found it fit to put that man in my life. He's one of the biggest blessings I've ever had. And I'm just grateful that God put him in my life. And I'm grateful that I got to share the time that I did with him.